Welcome to Motors Sports Mania, the ultimate destination for car enthusiasts where we explore classic legends and modern marvels from the world of automobiles. In today's video, we're taking a journey back to 1968, the golden age of American muscle, to review one of Chevrolet's most underrated yet powerful machines, the 1968 Chevy Nova SS. It may have been compact in size, but this beast delivered full-size muscle in both looks and performance, leaving a bold legacy that continues to impress car lovers and collectors today. The 1968 Chevy Nova SS, short for Super Sport, marked a turning point for the Nova lineup. Originally introduced as an economy car in the early 60s, the Nova had transformed into something far more aggressive and capable by the end of the decade. The 1968 model year brought a complete redesign, not just visually but also mechanically. It featured a clean, boxy yet muscular shape that was compact and aggressive, perfect for those seeking performance without the bulk of larger muscle cars like the Chevelle or Impala. The body had strong lines, a slanted nose, and squared-off rear, giving it a powerful presence that belied its smaller footprint. The SS version of the Nova was more than just a trim package. While it came with unique badging, blackout grille, and rally wheels that set it apart from the standard models, the real story was under the hood. The 1968 Nova SS could be equipped with several engine choices, but the most famous and feared was the optional 396 cubic inch big block V8. This monstrous engine pumped out 375 horsepower, transforming the compact Nova into a straight-line rocket. For buyers who wanted less punch but still plenty of performance, there were smaller V8 options like the 327 and 350 cubic inch engines available, offering a balance of power and drivability. The performance of the 1968 Nova SS was simply breathtaking for its size and weight. The 396 powered version could launch from 0 to 60 in under 6 seconds, putting it in the same league as much bigger and more expensive muscle cars of the era. With a curb weight around 3,200 pounds, the Nova SS had a favorable power-to-weight ratio, giving it lightning-quick acceleration and a raw, visceral driving experience that made it a street racer's dream. It was often underestimated at the drag strip, earning it a reputation as a sleeper car that could surprise more flamboyant rivals with ease. The drivetrain options included a standard 3-speed manual transmission, with upgrades available for a 4-speed Muncie manual or a 3-speed turbo Hydra-Matic automatic. The 4-speed manual paired with the 396 engine was the ultimate setup for performance enthusiasts, offering direct engagement and control over the immense power. The suspension setup was relatively basic but effective, with independent front suspension and a solid rear axle, which was typical for muscle cars of that time. While it wasn't built for tight cornering or European-style precision, the Nova SS delivered exceptional straight-line stability and an addictive driving feel that appealed to American muscle fans. Inside the cabin, the 1968 Nova SS was a mix of simplicity and sportiness. The interior wasn't luxurious, but it was practical and driver-focused. Bucket seats and a center console were optional, and the SS package added a sport steering wheel, floor-mounted shifter, and performance gauges. Everything was laid out cleanly, with enough functionality to match its performance-focused character. The dashboard design was straightforward and featured large, easy-to-read instruments, which was exactly what drivers needed during spirited runs down the highway or at the drag strip. Chevrolet kept the Nova SS relatively affordable, which contributed to its popularity. Unlike some of its bigger siblings, it offered muscle car thrills at a price point that younger buyers or those on a tighter budget could manage. This accessibility played a big part in making the Nova SS a common sight on American streets in the late 60s and early 70s. Its popularity also meant it was frequently modified, raced, and customized, becoming a favorite platform among hot rodders and performance builders. One of the reasons why the 1968 model stands out is because it was the first year of the third-generation Nova, marking a return to a more muscular and purposeful design after the sleeker, more economy-focused earlier versions. This generation would carry on through the early 70s, but many consider the 1968 version to be the purest expression of the compact muscle formula. Its clean lines, compact size, and brutal power made it a standout in an era already full of legendary cars. From a collector's standpoint, the 1968 Nova SS has become increasingly desirable. Original big block SS models, especially those with factory documentation and matching numbers, are considered valuable pieces of muscle car history. The simplicity of its design also makes it easier to restore and maintain compared to some of its more complex contemporaries. Enthusiasts love the Nova for its mix of old-school American engineering, brute force, and underdog spirit. It represents a time when performance was raw, real, and accessible to the average person. Driving a 1968 Chevy Nova SS today is a unique experience. There's no traction control, no digital screens, no driver aids, just the sound of a roaring V8 and the feeling of raw American horsepower under your right foot. It takes you back to a time when muscle cars ruled the streets and every stoplight was a chance to prove your machine's worth. The steering might be heavy, the ride a bit bumpy, and the brakes far from modern, but every second behind the wheel is pure automotive nostalgia. In conclusion, the 1968 Chevy Nova SS is a true gem of the muscle car era. It offered performance that punched far above its weight, a design that was clean yet commanding, and a reputation that has only grown stronger with time. It may not have had the fame of the Camaro or the Chevelle, but it carved out its own space in the muscle car world with power, attitude, and relentless speed. For those who love raw, unfiltered American performance in a compact package, the Nova SS is as good as it gets. Thanks for watching this in-depth review on Motorsports Mania. If you enjoyed this look at the 1968 Chevy Nova SS, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more classic car features, reviews, and automotive history. Stay tuned for more legends of the road coming your way.